All right, hello everybody and welcome to She Sparks Business. The reason for this video is I have had a couple of you reach out to me asking how to be successful when doing sales over the phone and how to advance our cold calling skills. And so my advice is going to be for companies who are doing cold calling with companies that are local. If you are doing cold calling in your company and calls are out of state, reach out to me and I would be delighted to give you advice on that. But this information is for companies who are doing cold call locally to other businesses. Cold calling is a scary word, and it kind of depends on where our mindset is when we're calling people. If you are calling someone and in your mind it is called cold calling, then your confidence is going to boost down a couple levels. So what I recommend to people, don't use the word cold calling. There's no such thing. Use warm calling. And I have some information I'll go into with warm calling. But for companies who are cold calling to other local companies, don't. I recommend you don't do it because you'll get maybe like 2% of your sales, and that's probably why you're struggling so much. So here's my advice, and I hope it really helps. I would recommend when you are doing cold calling, because warm calling, it's very important for a lot of different industries. And a lot of past jobs I've had, and in She Sparks Business right now, I do have to do a lot of calling. But something that's really helped me be successful in is don't waste your time in calling random people. What I recommend you to do is a couple things, and here's some tricks for you. First, do some research on the company that you are about to call. So if you are calling them, you don't know, you've never met them before, you never met anyone at that company, and if you don't know anyone to introduce you, do research on that company, whether it's looking up their website, going to their about page and calling them and say, hey, I looked up your website and I really liked that this is what you guys do and this is your culture. Something I did not see on there is how long have you been in business, or why do you do what you do and what do you love from it? And so kind of start, when you're calling people, warm people up, start building that trust, and don't just go straight for the sell, because a lot of mistakes I've made in the past is I've just called and be like, hey, do you need a place for your events? Come see me, come check out our event center. And it really has not worked. But I've noticed is if you take time to push the sell to the side and just focus on that individual that you are on the phone with, you're going to be highly more successful. So do some research and prep a question that you want to ask that person. Ask them how they're doing, how their day is, and then slowly lead into your sell. But what I've really noticed, which has been really successful for me, is if you're going to be doing your warm calling, do it with people you've already met. So let's say you met someone at a grocery store and you got their business card, or you went to a networking event and got all of these business cards. And instead of just calling them and asking them for a sell, either do an email system for them or call them and just be like, hey, it was really great getting to know, see you at this event. And I would love to get to know you better. Can you tell me a little bit about your business and what do you do? And mainly focus on how. We learn a lot in life where put why first. Why comes first. And there's a book by Simon, Start with Why. But the only thing in life that comes after or before the why is the how. And when you're doing these warm calls, just ask people, how can I help you? How can I help you? And watch the tremendous reaction that they get that, hey, this person actually cares about my business. And then once after you do that call, maybe swing by the following week with a gift saying, you know what, whether it's, a sticky notes or a little box of trail mix or something, stop by and be like, I really appreciate your phone call. Is there, I know that you mentioned there's nothing that I can do for you, but please let me know. Here's my contact info. And just gradually let that relationship build. And I promise you, within 3 weeks to a month, you're going to have some type of trust with that person that they will open up, either let you get past the gatekeeper or they're willing to see what they can do to help you in your business as well. So there's that. And also practice your pitch. Whether you're going to be doing it over the phone or in person, take the time to really practice what you're going to say over the phone, so you're not stumbling or, trying to figure out what you're going to say next. And I promise you, having some type of call strategy will really improve and boost your confidence. Majority of the phone calls, since people have asked me about cold calling, comment your thoughts below, but about 80% or more calls go straight to voicemail. And so I promise you, having such a powerful message afterwards is going to be tremendous for them in order to call you back. So when you're leaving a voice message, this is when you start with the why. Why are you calling them? Don't talk about the sell, but why. You want to learn more about their business. You want to learn more about their events. You want to learn more about their employees or their structure, or talk about the why. No sell, but why, and that comes with the research. And then see what % of those people call you back. I've already mentioned the gifts of bringing gifts. Don't do random gifts. I've done that many times in the past, where I've just jumped from business to business with these cute little gifts, hoping that they would give me a call or pass my information on. But I can promise you, it goes straight in the trash. So again, my advice, kind of similar to making phone calls, is if you meet someone in a grocery store or a restaurant or at a networking event, if you're going to bring gifts to companies, then bring it to someone that you've already met, but you don't really know very well, or people that you do know very well. But say, hey, I swing by, bring a gift. Don't have to bring a gift, but swing by and be like, I saw you at that networking event last week, or, it was great seeing you at the store. I would love to learn more about your business so I know how I can help you. So that is just my feedback and my advice when it comes to cold calling. Don't call it cold calling. Change your mindset to warm calling, because what we are actually doing is we are warming people up. We're warming up that trust and that relationship. And so if you are a business and you really focus on calls out of state or someone who is not local, let me know. I would be delighted to do another video or talk to you over the phone to see what I can do to really help you guys boost your sales. So again, this is Sharon with She Sparks. If you have any business questions or any advice that you guys would like me to share with you, just let me know. And please comment and share below if you like this video. I would be delighted to see what else I can do to help you guys out. So thanks, guys. Thanks for listening to She Sparks.